¿Qué significa la persona menos afortunada? La persona que no tiene talento, pero no tiene nadie que me pueda ayudar. Y aquí estamos nosotros para brindar ayuda a la persona que tiene bonita voz y quiere que el mundo lo reconozca. Estamos aquí para servirte, y también puede crear su propia plataforma y exhibir públicamente su cultura. Si tiene una cultura que tú quieres exhibir, también puede en USA Internacional, descubriendo banda y artistas, descubrimos gente con talento, cualquier talento que tienes. Puede ir a la página web que es www.discoveringidol.com. Usted puede entrar ahí y puede ver todo. Y primer paso para registrarse, tiene que pagar $99.99 si es una sola persona o una sola artista. Pero si es un grupo de artistas, una banda, pagan $299.99. Se paga una sola vez. Solo tiene que rellenar los nombres de todas las personas y el nombre del manager. Aquí estamos para servirte. Y saludo a todas las personas que están en Facebook y todos los que están en la media. Los saludo y los bendigo en el nombre del Señor Jesús. Heidi.
Yeah, welcome everyone. It's good to be here, and gonna be a great show tonight. So get ready. Wonderful show.
Time is precious.
Yes.
She has a few words.
Got it out.
I'm just greeting. That's it.
Hoy, vamos a hablar sobre amor, que dice...
We're going to talk about love tonight.
¿Qué es lo que dice la Biblia sobre amor? Y eso es lo que nosotros queremos saber también. Porque hay muchas personas allá afuera que se confunden con el amor. ¿Ok?
Yes. You got to translate in English.
You understand Spanish too?
Yeah, but I wasn't listening.
She said that we're going to talk about what does the Bible say about love?
Yes.
Can anybody explain that to me?
Yes.
Because we confuse love in any kind of thing. So we want to know, Dr. Heidi.
And you can call in at the 561-660-7653, logging online. And you can also listen on your phone, 605-468-5779.
To call directly now, 561-531-6092.
Okay, to call in right now, 561-531-6092. If you're looking for love, if you need love,
looking for love,
we're going to tell you, where is love? It's in the Bible. That's it's the book of love.
Man,
if you wanna,
I think she was saying looking for love.
For one moment, I thought she was going to tell me where to find love.
Yes, that's it. I said, where's the love? Show me where is it.
I said, where's the love?
Where's the love?
I'm telling you, there's a few people who say, okay, there's a few single women and men who
want to get hooked.
Okay, where?
It's all in the Bible.
Where are you going to get me hooked up?
Yeah, that's right. I looked at her to say, if you're looking for love, I said,
all the wrong places. Yes, right here. We got the love for you. Praise the Lord. Directly from 1 Corinthians 13, what is love? And you see a lot of people get married and they've never really even talked about what is love. And, I think a lot of people get married because of the infatuation, the fleshly love. They feel that connection, and it's good that connection draws you. But what's going to keep you together is going to be that godly love, that spiritual love, that real love that passeth all understanding. That love that no matter what the other person does, you still love them because they're patient, they're kind. They do not envy, they do not boast, they're not proud, they're not rude, they're not self-seeking, they're not easily angered, they keep no records of wrongdoing, they do not delight in evil, they rejoice in the truth, they always think about, the Bible talks about the man loving the woman as Christ loved the church. I'm like, we need some more men to love women like Christ loved the church. And they always say that women, in loving a man, the man wants to be respected. The man wants, you know, those words of affirmation, that encouragement to build them up and tell them, oh, you're so strong, and, you know, tell them how they're so wise and knowledgeable, all the things, even if they're not doing it, you encourage them.
That is funny.
You have to encourage them, because a lot of women I see, you know, the man's not doing it and they continue to curse them out and put them down, but that doesn't get you anywhere. You have to
speak life.
Right, you have to speak life into them. You have to speak words of encouragement, because a lot of men like that. That tickles their fancy, right?
Wow.
Dr. DT, right? The words, positive words of affirmations. It encourages you. It builds you up. You want to feel, you know, like a king when you come into the castle, right?
Wow. That is love.
Right?
Oh my goodness. Now she's talking.
This man on the radio, he was saying, open up, you know, even portals, open up deep. It goes real far, more than we think or understand, that words make a difference.
That's very good.
What does it say? In the beginning was the Word. And who was in the beginning? The Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. So God created words out of love for us.
One thing I know, if when you speak words of affirmation, word of encouragement, you can, I would say it's the best healing medicine.
Yeah.
And also, people need to, not only that, listening.
Right.
Any woman who trying to, it doesn't matter if you're in a relationship, you're bringing down your mate. Pretty much, you are bringing down yourself. If you curse your man, don't expect for him to don't expect to go into his wallet. That's not going to happen.
No
It goes
money.
vice versa.
Wow.
And you curse a woman, automatically you get she put you on an embargo. So,
Yeah.
love is love.
No love for you. You're out the bedroom. So it's a two-way street. That's what I'm saying. And even how Christ loves us, He wants us to love Him too, as much as, you know, as much as He loves us. And believe me, that's what God is calling for all of us, to love Him with all our heart, all our mind, and just everything. To just turn away from all the other stuff and just love Him more. It's all about love today.
Wow, do you hear that?
Yes.
She's giving some good points.
Yeah.
But sincerely, we don't know what is love out there. We confuse love with want.
Yes, and lust.
You know, and we confuse love. I think we love a puppy more than a person or a human being. Or we love a dog more than we kids them.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
You know, so that is very powerful word is love. Because you, like you said, Dr. Heidi, for the beginning, what
was the Word,
and the word what
was God.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So everything He created with love.
Love us, yes.
You know. So my question, Dr. Heidi, today is who are the neighbor we are supposed to love?
Yeah, the neighbor is anybody that you see, anybody that you have relationship with, anyone that you have contact with. You know, we ought to love them. And part of love is the forgiveness. Even if your neighbor does something to you wrong, that could be your friend, your relative.
That's right.
Anybody that you know, if they do you something wrong, you have to forgive them.
You mean I don't have to smack them?
You don't have
That's
to smack them.
That's part of love too.
That is not love. That is violence.
Set them in line. No.
Yeah.
Listen, some brothers,
they need a little smacking to wake them up. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Okay, next question. What is love?
Yes, what is love? Love is all those things that I mentioned. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love endures. Right?
what does it mean when you say love endures?
Means you have to put up with someone's BS.
That's in plain English.
That's terrible. No, I don't mean that. You know, today
in reality, it is.
Yeah, it
love
is. But
endures.
then there is a point where too much, if it's, because even Joyce Myers was saying, look at her husband, because she was the kind of person, when they initially started their relationship, she was the kind of person that would be, you know, the abusive one. Her mouth will be going and she'll say all kind of things, and if she didn't get her way, she would be constantly nagging her husband. But she said if her husband didn't love her and put up with her and, you know, was there for her, she wouldn't be the kind of person, she wouldn't be where she was today. But, you know, in a way, she said that doesn't mean that you deal with abuse and get killed or something, because a lot of people, you know, I don't know if it was you or somebody that said that someone told them to go back to a relationship and the person got killed. Yeah. Some prophet told him to go back to
you sure? That one was not a prophet. That wasn't no prophet. The prophet should know better. I would say, guess what? Go get counseling.
Yeah, you know, you have to seek wisdom from the Lord. You know, whatever relationship, you have to know that it's a real, I think only God can define what love is, because a lot of times we don't even know within ourselves. It takes time, you know, part of being patient, getting to know somebody, and, you know, the good with the bad, you know, it just, I don't know, it just takes time and wisdom, because a lot of times when you're growing up, you think you know what love is, but then when you get older, you kind of, you know, your mind and your understanding, you kind of realize some things that you didn't really know what love was all about. It takes some time to learn and to have that wisdom and understanding to really know what love is all about. It takes time, maturity, yeah.
So how old do you think we're supposed to get take time when your time is clicking?
TikTok. Wow, I don't know. Only the Lord knows, because I don't know. You could probably, Mr. DT could probably define more.
What happened?
How, you know, because I say it comes with maturity and experience, and how do you garner that, you know, in a relationship?
In a relationship, how do you, I mean, pretty much be patient with your partner?
Can't give up, yeah.
I would say the first thing is
prayer.
You have to, first of all, I keep telling people, you need to go back to your first love, the first love that brought you guys together. Right. Do not focus on the negative. Nobody's perfect. Even though sometime you wake up, you want to kill your spouse.
Put a pillow over their head.
Yeah, you want to kill. It's okay. No. Seriously, it's okay. It becomes dangerous when you do not acknowledge the problem and you try to cover it. The problem exists and you try to cover it, try to deny it. I believe that the first part to start the healing process is to recognize that there's a problem in the relationship.
Talk about it.
And the second thing is just talk about it without with respect. And first thing is to remind the person that, hey, let me be honest, let me be straightforward. I do not dislike you. I don't. I may not be in love with you anymore, but I still love you. And at the same time, this is all this thing that brought us together. I mean, you go first, bring all the positive. When you're doing that, you're going to bring each other's the energy up. Because if you start by telling the person all this thing he or she is doing wrong, they will be less receptive to talk to you, because they will feel like, hey, you criticize me. But if you approach the person, you say, listen, do you remember when we first met? Do you remember what brought us together? Remember you kept doing this, And before you go into the negative, say, I don't know what happened. I don't know when this thing happened where it seems like we come to a fork in the middle of the road. I went left and you went right. So without going back to rehash what's going on, I'm open for suggestion. What should we do to bring it back? Instead of going left and right, how can we keep the journey? How can we keep going to the journey together? But I'm not going to dwell in the negative. I'm trying to remember, to recall what brought us together, what make us smile, what make us so happy. We need to talk about it. I believe if we start with something like that, if the person could be the wildest animal, you know what I mean? The fact that you start giving compliment, you start telling, this is what we've been doing great, this is what brought us together, it will be a lot easier for the person to say, oh, you know, you're right. And if you, for example, you're talking to your husband like that and he still doesn't get it, I think it's time for him to go see a shrink. Because things like that, when you're closing a deal, the first thing you do, you bring the person energy up, so it will be more receptive to what you have to say. This is my humble opinion. That's what I will do.
So what happened that if my husband and I, we don't love each other anymore?
First thing, were you guys were in love or did you fall in love? That's two different things. Because if you fall in love with your husband, it's easy for you guys to fall out of love.
Yes.
But if you were in love with your husband, that's what I was talking about. If you are in love with each other, it will be extremely hard for you guys to walk away from it. Okay. Because there's something, when you're in love with someone, you don't focus on the negative. When you're in love with someone, just like perfect example, Joyce Meyer. She said that proven my husband was in love with me because no other man will pull up with me, with my mouth and everything. You know what I mean? So therefore, that is different when someone, oh my God, I fall in love. Guess what? If one day my wife say that I'm falling in love with you, I say, woman, go get your head checked up, okay? I don't want anybody to fall in love with me.
Yeah, that's infatuation.
Yes,
right?
no. People, we said, what's the difference between love? Love, you don't fall in love. When you love someone, there's a big difference between falling in love, being in love with someone. When you're in love with someone, no matter the woman get fat or the husband get a big expert tire in the race, you will work with your husband, get him in the gym to exercise, help him to eat better, and also the same thing for the wife also. That means you made a decision to go to that journey with each other because you are in love with each other. Because if you're not in love with your wife or your husband, one day you might wake up and say, who on earth?
Hey.
Who are you? You might want to kill that person. Especially if you have your husband while you're sleeping, he starts singing in the middle of the night by snoring. Yes. You want to put a pillow.
That's right.
It's only take love to
deal with that.
I
get up and go into the second room.
I mean, this is it.
Well, what happens if the person don't want to walk with you? Don't want to do absolutely nothing. Just want to lay on the bed watching TV.
That means you need to help your husband. If it's the husband, that's what you call. Find out if the person is suffer with bipolar. That can be that.
I see.
And also because this is one of the reasons I said you have to go back to the first love. What brought you together? When you first met your husband, he was not like that. Something happened to put him in that stage. So if you guys from the beginning, you know that you're in love with each other and you know your husband better than anybody. So when you see that sign, it didn't happen overnight. So it's your job to say, okay, what's going on? First of all, it could be the kind of food the person is eating. Okay? So what you do, change his diet. Change his diet.
Could be hormonal, you're saying?
That's correct. Yeah, change his diet. And if that doesn't work, it's okay. If it's you think he's a hard-headed person, you say, listen, baby, I'm having a doctor appointment for myself. Would you like to come with me because I'm not feeling too well? Would you come with me? Technically, you trick him, but when he goes there and you already talk to the doctor will be talking to him without even him realize that they are talking about him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because this is what you call being in love with that person. You do whatever it takes to make sure your partner, which is your half, to get better. Because when your half is not better, you're not better yourself.
No.
You know what I mean? No man wake up in the middle one day say, hey, I want to stay in bed. No. It could be the person suffer with bipolar. Bipolar is a killer. Okay? If the person got enough vitamin E, okay? If he's not got enough vitamin E, take him to the beach. He might absorb some vitamin E from the sun. And also, do not, if you see it's retracting, is a man, that means he suffer with low T. You know what I mean? If it suffer with low T, it's a medical condition or can be treated. Yes. It's not his fault, so they must recognize this kind of sign.
But right, and the doctor could just do a blood test right
yes,
there.
That's it. Blood test right there. And so,
hi,
hey,
honey, I'm doing a blood test. You want to do
no, I mean, the doctor can ask him a question. Hey, how you doing? Do you do you get involved? What kind of activity you involve? There's certain question you can ask. You find out if the person suffer with low T. If when they used to go out, now they don't do it anymore. And also they don't want to be around people, they want to be around themselves. It could be the person has a cute I'm not saying
testosterone.
Yes,
right, for the man.
Low testosterone, that's correct.
Yeah.
If he suffer with that, definitely the first thing they're going to do is to withdraw from people. It could be something mental. Okay? I mean, wife and husband, after a long day from work, it's each other's job to ask, hey, how was your day? If you know what type of question that you need to ask your husband, and don't start with something negative. Exactly. Okay? Hey, how was your day? What's going on? How do you feel? Try to build each other's energy. Because nobody, I used to be a salesman, you could never close a deal if the person you try to close the deal with, they have low energy. Not even low energy. Yeah. If you bring the person energies high, it's easy. Yes. Why do you think our president loves for people to give him compliment? You know what I mean?
Because you have high energy.
No, he's probably buying herself with low T. So he always thinking energy.
To boost him up.
To boost him up.
Yeah.
Because people like that like people to flat. They drive in that. Yeah. It's an energy.
Yeah.
So next question about me. So what happened that when the person could be married and the man not interested, they would just want to have sex with the person?
I don't get it. No person get married only interested for to have sex.
Some people just get married just to have sex.
To have sex with their wife.
With their wife.
Okay, guess who? That's when the wife has a problem.
Oh.
That's when if you do not do your job, you don't take care of yourself to attract your husband, your relationship to create some kind of fire. Some women think that they get married and that's it. Yes. Relationship is a full-time job. It's a full-time job. You have to invest in it. You have to work on it. Because there's classes, there's books, there's read. They think that, well, I get married and that's it. I feed my husband, give him food and everything. Same thing for the husband. Don't think that soon you get married, I mean, you paying the bill in the house is
stop taking out the wife to the movies or anything.
Your wife makes sure that, I mean, I hope every man who's listening, they learn, if you don't know, learn how to give massages. The women loves that. Your wife, and also don't wait until Valentine's Day to give your wife flowers. Come on.
But I talked to a lot of women out there, and they were telling me that they would love their husband give them massage, but the minute they tell them to give them massage, I want to jump on them right away.
What do you think? That's nothing wrong with that. No, hold on. There's nothing wrong with that. That's mean The wife still turned them on. The only thing the wife needs to do to be in charge, tease him, be in charge. Say, no. I want to get the massage. After you finish after you satisfy me, then we'll take about cheer. If you're a good boy. As simple as that.
But then after that, this is really serious.
Well, think about you. Some men
no, it is serious. Like that. If you have your husband, each time he tries to give you a massage and he wants to open the door, it's your job to control that. By controlling him, there is like, for example, when you get him massages, you give him things to do, keep him busy, take him focus off the for the big vacation. You know what I mean?
Give him a book to read.
No, it's not. We're not saying that. The only thing, if you think that, for example, if you see your husband each time he's giving you a massage, it's all over you. That's it's a good sign. He's still there.
Yeah, but I don't believe that a man's supposed to be with you all the time, because nobody never married somebody just to be on you all the time.
No, listen, I understand that.
Marriage, you understand?
No. It depends how you see it. Because one thing in any relationship for the husband and wife, this is what you call me time. You are the one, both of you need to sit down to start say, there's me time. When I'm me time, there's days I want to be out with my girlfriends. You need to have time to go out with your boys.
Yeah.
This is what you call me time. If you, from the beginning, that's what we call the 7th stage of relationship. Okay? If you follow all the 7 stages, guess what? You will not face that problem. Some people, they don't follow it. They go from stage number 1, they meet the person,
7.
and they go to 7. So guess what? Definitely you will have a problem, because you never take time to get to know the person and to ask these questions. I mean, where do you see yourself from now? What in a relationship, what is more important to you?
Yeah.
Okay? If you take time to take care of this little minor sometime, that's why when you first start these dating stages and the courtship, sometimes it's always good not to meet the person in an exclusive place. So there will be no cold water to throw on top of his head, you know what I mean? There's a courtship. If you miss the courtship, the love is not there. It will not be there. It's just like,
just to be there.
Yeah, no. They have a language for it, which I don't want to do. It's like, be calling. They know what I mean. Booty call. Don't allow him to become a booty call, or let your wife be a booty call. It doesn't work like that. Okay? So you guys, you need to invest in your relationship.
I know there is a lot of women, and I talk to a lot of women, and I know they're going through a lot of difficult time in their marriage.
Yeah, they want to be romanced, and they want to be
talked to. They don't want to romance. They don't even want to put on a candle.
Yeah.
They don't even want to sit on the dining table and have a nice dinner. They just eat, go brush their teeth, and go sleep.
Listen, that's what I'm saying. The women need to be in control. If you come home, your husband coming home, first of all, you set the table, candlelight. When he comes, he tries to sit on the table. No. He needs to go take a shower. Okay? Need to take a shower. Don't let him come to the table with like bare short. You know, he need to prepare himself. That's what I'm saying. You need to set the stage. Okay? You need to set the stage. You marry the person the way you carry yourself. Right. The men that you want to marry, the men that you want to marry, or the woman you want to marry, you need to live your life accordingly to attract the kind of person. So, if, for example, from the game when you're dating, you see the guy show up at your house barefoot or bare shirt and shirtless, whatever you call it, it's at the table. Don't expect after you get married for him to change. And women both versa. They try to say, "Okay, I can change him or I can change her." Guess what?
No such thing.
It's just like if you say you can do that, guess what? Santa Claus is exist. That's it. You have a better chance to meet Santa, the real Santa, and then changing your woman or your man.
Yes.
Simple as that.
Well, I was talking to a lady and she was telling me that she married five times, and every husband of her leave her because she just want to be, all the time over them, and the man sometimes get then really run from those kind of relationship. Because you see, I don't believe that nobody, just because you get married, you want to abuse the person. The other one leave you, come and abuse the person.
That person,
just to abuse the person's body.
That woman, she needs
to deal with that.
She has a problem.
An addiction problem.
Not even an addiction. The first thing, someone like that, you need to ask question. Okay, did you grow up with your father in your life? What was your relationship with your father? That's the first. That's where you need to search. Okay, any woman that become a needy, they will need a man. You need to find some women. Most men, if you're raising a daughter, make sure she have enough hug. Make sure keep reinforcing she's a princess. She loves and everything. Don't fail her from not doing your job for her to find love somewhere else. Okay. And I'm not saying those crazy one who try to give more than enough love than they're supposed to. Right. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fatherly love. Just build your daughter's self-esteem, self-image, so she doesn't have to, depend. Because technically, the real source of energy the person wants is God. The real source of love. You should never depend on a man to make you happy. You should never depend on a man or a woman to make you feel loved, because your cup supposed to be not half full. If I meet a woman, by talking to you, I find out your cup is half full, you're not going to get me each other. You find out what is really there. That's why you ask the man certain questions before you give him the key to your heart. This is my opinion.
Exactly. And then there is some women too that they really don't want to have any affection with their husband. They just want to have a companion.
Something there is wrong as well. The same thing. You need it goes for men and women. They have a bad experience, and they never go to counseling. Especially, you find this in the foreign men, people from the island. They believe that if they go to counseling, they're weak. They think that, my child will professional to help you get out of it. Wow. So this is what you call some men and women. They pretty much carry baggages. Oh yeah. That's what I said.
And they've never dealt with it. They never dealt with it. They go into a relationship
and the next relationship, they're making that person, that poor soul, pay for it. Wow. But there will be some women like that and some men like that. They're always quickly to criticize the other person. They may say, "Oh, she's the one who has the problem," but all they have to do, take a mirror, look at yourself. You know what I mean? Look at your flaw. Wow. So
very interesting.
That's it.
If anyone want to call and talk about what is love, just call 561-660-7653
or 561-531-6092. And also, we would love to hear a woman point of view, opinion there.
Opinion too.
Hey, listen. I know you guys, you kind of like based on what I'm saying, but guess what? I may be wrong. So
it goes to see, just like you're saying, does the other person thinking about the other person's best interest? Do they have each other's best interest at heart? It shows you the depth of their love. Do they really care for them? Because then if you fall in love or you're loving them for something, then it won't last. There'll be something missing. But when you truly love someone from the heart and you care about them, you'll do whatever it takes to build them up, and in so doing, it builds up the relationship. You have to be each other's cheerleaders when you're in a relationship. You can't pull each other down. It doesn't really get you anywhere. It's not worth it. And like I said, there's a lot of deep-seated issues that people bring into relationship that a lot of people don't even find out until after the fact. Until later on, because they don't talk about it, and then it comes out. People who have been married for years who have been traumatized when they were young or something happened to them, and
maybe they could someone raped them too.
Yeah, and the other person doesn't find out until until later on when they start going through emotional problems, and then there's like a sudden, like panic attack or something, because stress can bring these things on.
It's just like the young kids, Dr. Heidi, when they're born and parents give them away.
Yeah.
They don't know who is their parent because somebody adopt them. But when they get older, they find out. They start getting radical, and they start hating the parents who give them away.
Yeah.
And wonder why is that? You understand?
And they have abandonment issues.
Yes.
Yeah, anger issues, because
that's what happened.
Yeah, no matter, even though they thought that they were able to go through it, but they never dealt with the feelings.
As a matter of fact, I like to share a true story. I was dating a young, beautiful girl, and when we're most of the time when we talk, she come up with she always say, okay, how much money you have, how do you do this? And as time goes by, I was asking questions, and I find out when her father had turned around and sold all, she from Tennessee, her father sold not only that, the land that they had, gradually selling piece by piece. At the end, the father sold the house where they were living while they were still living there, and pretty much the father bankrupted them. So because of that, she in every single relationship, because she has that, she always has the problem for finance. She always wants to absorb, to save money and everything. And when I was talking to her mother said every single relationship she has, it didn't make it through because she focused too much on the money.
To be her God.
And her mother is saying that, someone like that really need counseling.
That's right.
To deal with that.
Really need counseling. So even though even her mother tried to tell her that, hey, you need to take care of this. And she didn't never realize that she has an issue. Very beautiful, but guess what? She's pushing every single person away because, she come across like a gold digger, which she's not.
Right. But it's just a sense of insecurity regarding
extremely
money.
Insecurity when it's come to matter of financing. She's taking all type of class about financing and everything. Everybody's, even the teacher keep telling her that. Same thing. So, someone like that, how can you help someone like that?
Right, it's just trying to reconnecting the dots, going back where what happened to her father, let her even talk about it, because she probably never even got a chance to talk to her father or even really deal with what happened, how it affected her. So it's having her going back, even maybe if the father is there, talking to her father about it and say, this is how I felt at the time and what you did and how it's, affected me now. It's just like really talking more about the issue and learning some things from it to know that regardless of the situation, because everybody goes through financial changes, ups and downs, so she has to know that she's a stable person, and regardless of her finances, she'll be okay.
That's correct. And that's one of the reasons. If I did not do my homework, I could have been in big trouble.
That's right.
I could have been in big trouble. That's why I keep telling people, couples, look, do your homework. And it's okay to ask. It's okay to ask questions. It's okay to take time to follow all the steps. It's 7 steps. I always ask, always say, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? How do you handle money? How do you handle finances? If there's a crisis in the family, how come up with different scenario, like a game? How you going to handle stress? Let's say, for example, one of you lose that his or her job. How you going to handle that? So that's why they say that the Bible say, be very careful on unequal yoke.
Yeah.
So now, yes, ma'am.
I was just listening. Well, my other question is, are we supposed to love people from different religion and different races?
You ask the question, are we supposed to love people from different religion, different what?
Different races, different culture.
Anybody, if you fail to love someone based on this, is pretty much ignorant and racist. Because love has nothing to do with race. Love has nothing to do with class. Love has nothing to do with religion. But it's always good. It's the whole thing is, the safest way, if you turn around, if you're a Christian, I don't see that relationship will work out by marrying an atheist. Okay, that's pretty much. Atheist is one thing. It will take a miracle, because when it's time for you to go to church, your husband is an atheist. Guess what? You're causing trouble. What about the children? Who's going to all these things? That's what the Bible says, unequal yoke.
Yeah.
So you have to, and again, it doesn't matter. I mean, falling in love and versus being in love are two different things. So don't try to say that, oh, this girl is beautiful, she's an atheist, I believe that with my strong Christian faith, I'm going to change her. That's not going to happen. And it's not your job to change anyone. It's the Holy Spirit's job to change someone's heart. Because God is the one who carved the heart, not you.
It's true.
That's why in any relationship, the person says, I can change my husband, I can change my wife, I can change my girlfriend. Are you God? Were you the one who knows every single muscles of the heart? What about the brain, which is the most powerful? A human brain has more power than an atomic bomb. So how are you going to change somebody's mind when the person say, The person has to be willing to change. So.
Yeah, especially when it comes to religion, you're talking about something spiritual. So, two people of unlike spirits, you're gonna love them, but they can't be together. Their belief system totally different. They don't see eye to eye. So the relationship is not gonna work when they're two different religions.
It's just like, especially now, a Democrat marry a Republican that's strong supporter of the president.
Their belief system.
Their belief system completely different. There will always be war at the house.
Yes.
There's always be war.
Yeah.
So people need to be smart.
Well, it's just like the president, he coming against people from another nation, but he married someone from Russia.
But
so it don't make sense.
At the same time, are we sure is the one going after people from other nation, or are they using him as a puppet?
I think
that's two different things.
Yeah, they're using him like a puppet because he most all a woman. He have
because put it this way, Russia. That man deep inside, there's a few things that you say he said. You can see someone else is manipulating him because one time he said, "Listen, I love so and so, or I'm going to ready to whatever you bring to me. I'll sign it." Next thing you know,
he said the opposite.
Another group.
That's it.
Either somebody's manipulating him,
or
I cannot say. Anyway,
that's right. My other question, Dr. Heidi, is why does the Bible say that we're supposed?
But wait, let me finish the race part of it. With the race, when it comes to race, I think, like I said, belief system. But when it comes to race, I know different races can love each other because even I was talking about the children of Israel when they were enslaved in Egypt. I'm sure there were other races, and even in the Bible said other races because the Israelites, they took on different wives and, they had mixed races. And, throughout the Bible, different races came. Because I think Boaz
and like Ruth, that's what I was going to say.
Two different races.
But
still, the Lord brought them together
for a purpose.
But
at the same time, they have to be humble to follow God's purpose.
Right.
But
the race can,
If someone, for example, from the Muslim nation, I've seen people from the Muslim nation marry American here,
Yeah.
who marry Christian.
Yeah.
And also, God, as time goes by, is depend how you treat each other and everything.
Right.
There's certain people, based on their culture, they don't know better how to treat women.
Yeah.
But when they come here to United, they see how women have certain people, for example, certain nation, their wife has to work 3 steps behind them. But here, when they come here, they see the situation, how it goes. Okay, this is wrong. Okay, this is wrong. My wife, and that's what's really silly also. I mean, while you keep your wife working 3 steps behind you, one day you're going to turn one, she'll be gone. some other. That's really crazy. You know what I mean? You have a beautiful wife. You have a beautiful wife. You let her work 3 steps behind you. Some guys who really need something, guess what? It will just, when you turn one, say, "Oh, what happened to her? She's gone, baby."
She disappeared.
But that is in culture. That is in culture.
Yeah, because we don't choose what race we came from. I always say that we don't choose the color that we're born with. So, you know, that's why I always say, how can someone hate someone for their race or their color? Yeah, but their belief system, you can have differences of opinions.
That's right. Because
or, you know, have conflict there, but yeah.
Because their heart is blind.
Yeah, love is blind too, right?
That's what I'm saying. The heart is blind.
Right.
Because
so no matter what's going on, this is what you call, if you love someone, I'm not saying being in love. If you love someone, before you can be in love, there have to be something to attract you, and it takes time to be in love with someone. When you find yourself being in love, culture is out of the window. That's it.
God created everything beautiful, and I believe that and red and white and yellow and all kind of different colors. Just think about the flowers, and God created those flowers. So I'm not gonna pick a black flower just because you have black skin. I'm gonna pick a white flower because I have white skin. No, it's just multicolor. It's just beautiful. So and sincerely,
and people have their preferences. Some people only just wanna
go with the same person, have the same kind, but we're not supposed to come against one another. Because if you want to go out with your person with your same race, that is your desire. So why should I gonna come against you? You understand? So, but we come against each one another, and you are already judging that person, but you don't know that person loved that person, but you just watch it and say, why that person don't go out with that person with the same race? No, I don't like that. So why you want to obligate me to love somebody that I don't love?
And sometimes people find themselves in a relationship, they marry that person. It's not because they love that person, it's the confusion. The person is very familiar because they spend so much time together. They say, okay, phew, why should I marry someone else? Because I know you, I know all these things. But and like earlier we started talking about, they marry the person just for companion, not for love. It's not like it's not like they kind of
and then
confused.
They have to be happy, right? You need at least some kind of happiness. You can't be just in a relationship just to be in a relationship.
Their relationship will be plateau and it will be
go down. But remember, sometimes them go having talking and laughing and enjoying themselves, but when they get married, that change.
If you're not in love with that person.
If you're not in love, because you just attached to the person because he was happy.
That's why.
And it make me laugh. That's it. But
that's it.
When I in the house with the person, it make me sad.
That's it.
Wow.
That's the whole thing. I tell people, guess what? If you're not in love, I mean, the person you marry is supposed to be your best friend. Simple as that.
That's it.
You're supposed to be. If you're in the street, for example, like my wife, I could be in the street. I can make any comment that I want. She knows me, and I can pretty much, I don't know, and make comments. I pick on her all the time. You know what I mean? So that's the difference. And if you married someone,
and she's fine with it because she knows that's you.
That's it.
Yeah,
you know,
you do it because you love her.
That's right. And so when I met her the first time, I told her, "What you see is what you get, baby." Simple as that.
Take it or leave it.
That's it. What you see is what you get.
Exactly.
But another one of the reasons I said that some people, when they meet the person, they put a fake face there.
That's right.
Just to attract that person.
To attract that person.
They never been real after this is what you call money. What else?
Yeah.
Guess what? The person is sick. Or your job, the joke is no longer funny.
Yes.
If you remember Mrs. Doubtfire with the late Robin Williams, they asked the ex-wife, said, "Why are you marrying him?" He made me fun. He made me laugh.
Yes.
And when he was no longer able to keep a job, it was no longer funny. And she said that. You know,
then he started to get on her nerves, right? And then another man comes in the picture that was working and had money.
That's right. He has money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And but see it that way. When he started getting back on his feet, she has more respect for him.
She became attracted to him again.
That's correct. You know what I mean? It's that's the whole thing.
Wow.
Don't be with someone because the person is funny. Because one day the joke
but it
will
helps
be over.
Though. It helps.
No.
You know,
you're not supposed to
be with. It's just somebody who talking to you and you listening to his voice, so that you open your spirit to that person, and then that person start using all kind of ethic just to get you. But when he get you, guess what?
It's no longer funny.
It's no longer
That's
funny.
That's what you call familiarity.
Yeah. So I hear that, lady. You have to be careful out there, because I see some ladies that going with some guys. I look at the lady and I say, "Wow, this girl is beautiful." But when I look at the guy, his pants is hanging down way to the down by his knee.
That's what make her happy.
No, you gotta respect yourself.
Just because sometimes maybe the guy with pants and hanging down, he give her some nice thing, jewelry, or pay her car or something, so she just there for just to have somebody for things.
Yeah.
But guess what? Anything happen to that young man, believe me, or you meet somebody else give you more thing, you're gone, because your mind is not on love, your mind is on things.
That's why people cheat on each other, because there's no anchor. I mean, the boat is there. There's no anchor to hold the boat in one place. Wow. The wind blows, it goes left. The wind blows, it goes right, because they have no foundation. Any relationship with no foundation is just like a boat, a sailboat. The wind blows, take it anywhere. So that's
and the foundation comes from knowing each other, getting to learn and grow
together.
Pretty much has respect for yourself.
Yeah.
Especially for a young lady, you're supposed to have enough respect for yourself. Anyway, this is just me. I'm an old school guy.
Yeah, but it makes sense though, because a lot of young girls, they fall into traps because the guy said, "Oh, I love you, I love you, I love you." Then he uses her, for the time being, and then when another beautiful lady comes, he's like, "See you," and then he goes with the other one. So it's like the love was only momentary, and he's, "Oh, I love you, I respect you," and all these things. But
this is what you call player.
Yeah, that's
the game is playing both sides.
Yes.
You know, I mean, the best player always come out on top, but they don't realize that they end up hurting each other.
That's it.
But next thing, what caught my attention, the basketball player or the football player guys, when they never have money, they're going out with the people the same kind. But the minute they have money, they start going out with another race, and then forget about the person what they were dating before.
If they do that, because that person was not doing their job to attract, because a person, the whole thing is, you have your men.
You don't think it's this? They want a trophy girlfriend or a trophy wife?
My trophy girlfriend. You need to set yourself. The gem is there. The gem is there. Work it out to be a trophy girl too. It's what the other girl has you don't have. What you cannot have. You know your man what he likes. You know what I mean?
But look, this is what I say.
That's your man is supposed to be go see a shrink.
But the person, they go to school. They don't have nothing. They're poor. They were going out with a girlfriend from the same race and everything. But the minute they get up there now, then looking for somebody with another color, because they want to impress people that know they have money, they could go with who they want. But believe me or not, you could go with anybody without having money.
They say the person you're trying to impress doesn't even care about you. That's the whole thing.
Just want your money. Just want your money, just want to enjoy your money. And the other person out there that's supposed to be with you, you push her away because the other person, just like this, what do you call that person who was is in jail, I think, right now?
OJ.
OJ. You know? OJ, you know, he was doing good, he powerful, doing
the football player.
A football player. No.
He had a beautiful wife.
You know, he will have a beautiful wife. But
his wife was beautiful.
But he was crazy.
No, maybe the wife was driving him crazy. But that's not the listen,
we don't know
I'm trying to give
story.
the benefits of the doubt because the whole thing is.
But then he left the wife for a different lady.
Yeah, because they used to fight, from what I understand, because jealousy and everything. Yeah. That's what I say. Listen, it will take any relationship to survive. Both people, they have to have respect for themselves.
That's true, number one.
And also, when you allow God to be the center of your life, everything else falls into place.
So, my other question is, well, the Bible says, why are we supposed to love our enemies? He said that.
Yeah. Because,
why?
Yeah.
No, the first thing you smack your enemy first. I'm kidding.
Out of love, right?
I heard someone say it one time. The Bible said, when your enemy slap you, you need to turn the cheek. If someone slap you, you turn the other side, they slap you again, the Bible never told you what to do. So it's open ending. So it's up to you. When you get the slap first, you get, okay, you don't react. Okay, if you slap me the first time, you slap me the second time. Now, it's the Bible will leave it in my hand for me to decide what I need to do with you.
911.
That's the whole thing. If we are, pretty much arguing, you slap me. I look at you, I say, why you slap me? You slap me again. Come on.
But you did that person something.
Huh?
You did that person.
But if I did something, no matter what I did, you slap me first, I don't react. I say, okay, I deserve that. I don't deserve a second one. Now, if you give me the second one now, I have the right to do self-defense. Doesn't matter what I did. Just like the cop who shot that guy. Okay? Whatever the guy was doing, he walks away. The threat is no longer there. You turn around and shoot him in the back. You're wrong.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's no longer a threat. It's wrong.
Yeah.
Okay? If, for example, what I was doing to you, you slap me, and I move forward, acting like I'm going to react in a negative way, guess what? I deserve a second slap.
That's right.
Because the first slap, I didn't get the message. So you give me the second one for me to say, hey, wake up, buddy. But if you slap me, I try to walk away, and you run after me, slap me again. Now I have the right to defend myself. Because the first time you slap me, I deserve it.
Shame on me.
Yeah. So definitely, technically, whatever I did, I pay the price by you slapping me. That doesn't give you the right to slap me again.
But how can you pay a price when you do something just because of slapping?
I know. If I did something to you, you need retribution, am I right? You slap me, you get paid.
Really?
Yeah.
That is it?
That's right.
That is something new for me. Come on, don't start slap you. You know.
You slap me, bang! And I said, okay. Wow, sorry girl. I tried to walk away. You come back after me to slap me? That's when you ask me to kiss you. But I'm not the person who tried. No. Okay? If a woman slap you, you apologize, and she come after you, that's when she likes you.
Really?
Yes, she likes you.
Yeah, that's why I said the Bible said to love your enemy, so that's why she come back to you to kiss you.
That's right.
That's it.
Oh, that is some messed up love right there.
Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. No, let me be serious. Anyway, one of the reasons God said, my humble opinion, love your enemies. Pretty much when they say love your enemies, if someone did something to you and you hold the person in your heart, you
you hate that person. Guess what? That person probably forgot all about you. You are the one who's suffering. You become a slave because you're carrying a bag over your heart, over you, over your shoulder. You're always heavy. But the day that you say, I will release you, okay, I forgive you,
that's right,
the weight is no longer there. That's, I mean, to me, I think this is, I could be wrong, but my humble opinion, if you do something to me, and you probably did something you don't even realize that you hurt me, but it's my job to come say, hey, listen, Sister Yolanda, this is what you did. Okay? This is what you did. And I want you to, I forgive you.
Yeah, and I say, I'm sorry, okay.
Yeah, I forgive you. But if I keep it inside.
Yeah, you have hateness in your heart.
That's mean, guess what? That's what the Bible say that, you know what I mean, love your enemies.
He said, forgive your enemies.
That's mean, technically by loving your enemies. What he said, forgive your enemies, so in order for you to be free. Okay? If you hate someone, like for example, I know, I met a young lady who said that, I will never talk to my sister until I die. That's a heavy burden for you to carry. It's a heavy burden. In the meantime, guess her sister is out having fun. You know what I mean? She said every time my sister called me, I hung up on her.
Wow.
Guess what? Who's hurting?
She.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah. And the day tomorrow when she gets sick, her sister going to be there.
That's right.
Because she don't have any hateness in her heart.
Because guess what? When you do things like that, you suffer with ulcer, high blood pressure, diabetes,
heart attack,
and heart disease.
Stroke, anything.
So.
Yes.
Right. It's hard to love someone when they do you wrong or do you bad. But I think, you know, just like in the Bible, do you bad just because a lady gave a testimony in church. She said she and someone from the church, they were in the supermarket, and some man came out of nowhere. I guess they drove something maybe in a spot or something, but he just followed them in the store, and he kept following them and started cursing them and F this and, you know, run away from him. But then the lady said, she just turned around and said, Jesus loves you. And the man just ran away.
That's it. That's it.
That's it. So I said, when you bring that, you know, that good word about love, some people will just melt in their heart. And you just don't know how the love of God can just overpower some people sometimes, even if they mean harm or evil against you. So, you know, the Lord just wants us to just love each other no matter what, even when someone does you wrong. Because it doesn't help situation when you hate somebody, because they do something, you know, you can hate them for a while, and sometimes within your own strength you might not muster up the energy to totally love them right away, but in a sense you get to, you know, come back to forgive them and to love them again.
One thing
but
I know,
you know, he really wants us to love one another no matter what.
One thing I know, it takes a full-time job for you to carry hate in your heart.
Yeah, it's not good.
Because when we watch people, that guy who went to that hotel and open it and spray bullets and kill a few people.
Oh, you mean the Vegas shooting?
Yes, the Vegas shooting.
Okay.
And that man was carrying a lot of
hate
inside.
Yeah.
And it's really sad.
And because it was due to loss, you know, financial loss. But he had family, then the family had no idea. He had a girlfriend, you know, he had loved ones. You'd think he would have some...
Well, I believe his soul was empty.
Yeah, I think
he was looking to fulfill something.
Wickedness, I think.
The devil.
Yeah, spiritual wickedness. Yeah.
So that is it. But anyone want to call? Call 561-660-7653 if you need to talk to us right now on the radio.
531-6092. 561-531-6092. The lines are jammed up right now. We just want you to try to get in, so just get that one call in.
Yes, please.
660-7653. Everyone who's online, if you're watching,
we would like to see someone give their opinion.
Yeah.
Yes.
If they're in a relationship, maybe they don't know your credential, Dr. Heidi. You know what I mean? They don't know your credential. They think that probably you're just someone just chilling.
Right, I'm not here for show. If you need someone, yeah, because and that's one of the things that a lot of people call in for counseling is relationship issues, to deal with love and trying to seek and get love, trying to get the other person to love them. But you can always give me a call if you're having any kind of issues and you want to work it out with that other tango. So you can call me at 561, what's my number? 288-8035, 561-288-8035. There is help out there. Yeah. You can seek counsel. Yeah, you could email me at lifeskillsdevelopment.com at yahoo.com. lifeskillsdevelopment@yahoo.com. Help is out there. You don't have to go through this world alone. You can seek the help and move on with your life. You don't have to be stuck.
H-E-I-D-Y?
H-E-I-D-I.
H-E-I-D-I.
Yeah. You could call me at 561-288
288
8035
8035
or email me at lifeskills
that's it
development@yahoo.com.
That's right.
Or
you can call on the show or send you a message on the Facebook.
Right, you can respond online.
Yes.
Yeah, we can try to work with some people, help them out, evangelists,
can
and pray
Spanish?
for you.
Because I have a few Hispanic
people that are seeking out, reaching out.
Lo que ella está hablando que es Dr. Heidi es una psicóloga, entonces estamos hablando sobre el amor porque hay muchas personas que tienen problemas en el amor, en el matrimonio, y ella está diciendo que ella está aquí para ayudar y pueden ir a su what is your phone number again?
561 288
35.
Yeah.
Que puede llamarlo o le puede mandar un mensaje en la página y os puede llamarnos el 561-660-7653. Estamos hablando sobre el amor y estamos hablando porque la Biblia dice que tenemos que amar a nuestro enemigo. The Bible says that we're supposed to love our enemies. Y eso es lo que estamos hablando, que tenemos que amar a nuestro propio enemigo, porque la palabra dice eso. Y tenemos que hacer lo que dice el Señor. Y también estaba, la otra pregunta que yo le hice a preguntar, ¿por qué hay esposo y esposa que no se llevan bien y ya no se aman uno a otro? Estábamos hablando sobre eso. Y también estamos hablando sobre hay que amar a tu vecino, porque así dice la palabra que tenemos que amar uno a otro. Y estamos haciendo la pregunta, ¿usted ama a tu vecino? ¿Tú amas a tu hermana? Porque estaba diciendo hermana. Y así pasa con nosotros, que muchos de nosotros, los hispanos, no nos llevamos bien con nuestros hermanos, ni con nuestra hermana, ni con nuestro padre, y entonces llevamos esa cosa en el corazón cuando el Señor dice que hay que quitar toda esa amargura y ese odio en el corazón, porque si tú no perdonas, Él tampoco va a perdonar. Y eso es lo que estamos hablando hoy. Cualquier opinión, por favor, puede mandar un mensaje a la página, por favor. Y si quiere llamar con nosotros directamente, puede llamar al 561-541-1878 o 561-660-7653. Puede hablar directamente con nosotros si necesita cualquier información o quiere hacer una pregunta a la doctora Heidi, que es psicóloga. Cualquier persona que quiere su matrimonio, quiere restaurar tu matrimonio, puede llamarla a ella, que ella es psicóloga y habla con los matrimonios, habla con personas que tienen problemas en relación y quieren establecer, si quieren establecer tu relación, porque a veces necesitamos hablar con una persona privada que podemos llegar, y a veces no quieren hablar con personas que todas las personas se dan cuenta de tu vida matrimonial, pero siempre el Señor manda, y es una psicóloga cristiana, puede hablar con ella. Cualquier cosa llámanos por favor, porque se trata bien. Estamos hablando sobre cómo las mujeres manipulan a los hombres y cómo los hombres manipulan a las mujeres. Y entonces a veces uno se casa con la persona solo porque tiene dinero, porque tiene algo, pero no lo ama. Simplemente solo lo quiere pero no lo amas, pero porque tiene material, entonces nosotros nos movemos por medio de lo material. Pero no hay que casarse por alguien solo porque tiene algo, porque cuando tú te acuestas con él o te quiere tocar, tú no quieres que te toque porque sinceramente no lo amas, simplemente te casaste por él por emoción o por material o por algo lo que tiene, y te queda en esa relación hasta que la persona se muere o te mueres tú. Depende cómo la persona te ha manipulado y cómo te ha usado. Y estamos hablando que hay mujeres que solo quieren un hombre solo para acostarse con ellos, para tener sexo todos los días, cada momento, cada segundo. Y entonces a veces el hombre se va, se corre por eso. Y hay hombres que solo se casa con las mujeres porque tiene un cuerpo bonito o tiene algo que le atrajo y solo quiere usar a la persona. Y la persona se retira de eso, porque sinceramente nadie es un objeto. Todo el mundo se casa por amor y por estar juntos, por respetar uno a otro. Porque nadie se casa solo por sexo, se casa por amor. ¿Me entiendes? Porque el tiempo de sexo te va a enfermar, ¿qué va? No puedes tener relación con él, ¿y qué se va a hacer? Irse, porque te ha visto como algo sexual para usarte.
I'm not a sex therapist.
Oh my God. Entonces estamos hablando sobre eso, es US Internacional de Firme Banda y Artista, y estamos aquí para ayudar a la persona que tiene menos recursos, para que se puedan registrar y que te pueden descubrir que tienen una voz linda, que tiene talento. Puede ir al www.discoveringidol.com o puede llamar al teléfono 561-541-1878 directo. Puede hablar con el director si quiere ser, y puede registrarse. Puede ir a donde dice registración, tiene que poner su nombre y registrarse en línea, y solo se paga $99.99. Y si es una banda que tiene una banda de 5 personas, se paga $299.99. Pero tiene que registrar el nombre de cada persona y el nombre del manager, y solo paga una sola vez, y así tocamos su música 24/7 días a la semana. Pero tiene que ser tu música, no la música de otro artista. Tiene que ser la música que te ha salido del corazón, y poder registrarlo con nosotros, porque hay mucha gente que está usando música de otro artista, pero no se han reconocido, porque ya esos artistas ya están registrados, y nosotros necesitamos tu música. Cuando nosotros tenemos tu música, nosotros podemos registrarlo y podemos tocarlo las 24 horas, 7 días a la semana. Okay?
Yes, Evangelist was just talking about discoveryidols.com, and if you are a talented person and you want to get connected with the right people, now is the opportunity and now is the time to get connected. Just call Mr. DT at 561-541-1878, sorry. 1878. You could get connected. You know, there's a lot of people out there with a good voice, and they just want to put their music out there for, the opportunity, so you can let other people hear your music. It's going to be played 24/7 online, YouTube. You can listen on your phone at 605-468-5779. You go to usdiscoverytalentradio.com. You can watch, people can watch, listen, and you can keep abreast of what's going on current events too. If you go to usdiscoverytalentradio.com, you can check out all the news and all the other artists and entertainers and people who are trying to make a difference in this world. So now is the time. You love yourself, you love life, you want to be loved, like Bob Marley says. You just want to just do something good.
That's right.
Just check out Discovery Idols or usdiscoverytalentradio.com. And call Mr. DT 561-541-1878. All right.
That's right. Y, I'm here. USA International te está descubriendo segunda oportunidad ministerio. Estamos preparando para ir a África y necesito la misión, lo que necesito llevar, necesito medicina para tos, necesito Biblia, porque me están pidiendo Biblia, necesito cosas de niño, los niños se ponen ropa, pantalones, camisa, o zapato, o también soportarme en financiamiento, eso es lo que necesito, o porque estamos recogiendo fondos para los órfanos, los niños que son órfanos, y pueden ir a la página Found Me, ahí me pueden ver, y si quieren donar, pueden donar ahí, o si quieren repartir la página a otra persona que puede ayudar, sería bueno. Pero estoy preparando para salir para África, y entonces estoy recogiendo todas las cosas que necesito, los items, que medicina de tos, Biblia. Puede mandar o puede escribirme al 22127, que es mi tarjeta postal, West Palm Beach, Florida 33416, y mi teléfono es 561-541-0762. O puede ir a my Gmail, que es yolanda.blandford, que es BLANDFORD @gmail.com.
Right, because a lot of people out there, you know, they're given to different charities, but you can see Evangelist right here, right on US Discovery Talent, so you know all about her. So it's time to give to you know, if you go on her Facebook, you see all the children that she helped in Nicaragua when she was there in December. So everywhere she goes, she's helping the young people, helping to build up the children, because so many children are suffering, going through so much. You would think that every household is loving and you have good parents, but a lot of children suffer. Yeah, they don't have food, they don't have a lot of things. So she's here to build up families, build up children. So support her. You know, all the people who are watching out there, you can go to her GoFundMe page and donate. Yeah. So now is the time to build up and encourage somebody, and love.
Yes.
Love, love, love. That's what we're talking about, the global Christian love connection.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, cualquier persona que quiere donar, Pastor Alejandro, los saludo. Aquí está doctora Heidi.
Hola,
usted me dijo que
Pastor.
le invitara para que viniera en septiembre para venir a Nicaragua. So, ya me comuniqué con ella y ella dice que sí, que hay que orar para que el Señor nos puede usar ese día. Y también me comuniqué con el pastor de África, le dije que usted está orando por él, y él dijo gracias por estar orando para el viaje que vamos a hacer para África. So, manténganos en oración, porque necesitamos toda la oración que podemos, porque sinceramente ir a África hay que cambiar 3 aviones y después tomar un autobús que toma como 10 horas para llegar a Bugoma, porque salimos para Nairobi, que es la ciudad, y después tenemos que salir para los pueblos y tenemos que montarnos en bus, y después cuando montamos en bus tenemos que montarnos en motocicleta para llegar al lugar donde tenemos que llegar. So, cualquier persona, manténganos en oración, por favor, y para que el Señor abre puerta en grande, y para que el Señor me suple todo lo que necesito llegar, porque voy a estar trabajando con muchas iglesias, porque ya me están esperando, y después salgo para Uganda, porque me están esperando para conferencia en Uganda, porque queda ahí nomás, queda cerca Uganda y Kenia. Entonces solo me cruzo al otro lado y entonces ahí estoy. So, voy a estar en 2 países al mismo tiempo, y estar pasando por lo menos 2 semanas en Kenia y 1 semana en Uganda. So, me están esperando todos los pastores, estamos aquí todos unidos orando y esperando la manifestación de Dios para poder entrar en esa dimensión y esa bendición este año, porque este año es el año de Dios. Dios se va a mover poderosamente en todos sus hijos que lo están esperando. Prepárense, que van a haber movimiento tremendamente. Va a suceder así en instante, como un tsunami. Así va a suceder la bendición. So, hay que hacer la voluntad de Dios también, no solo estar sentado, porque el Señor nos está llamando a todos para movilizarnos. Bueno, saying Dr. Heidi that I'm going to be in Kenya and Uganda at the same time. I'm going to spend in Kenya, and then after Kenya, I'm going to be in Uganda because we're having a conference over there for women. And I was saying too that, this is the year for God people to move and not sitting down. This is the year to move. This is the year of movement. So we have to get out there and do God well, and just pray for each one another right now, because we're going to need prayer for one another, because that's what the word say. It's not about just pray for your little family and your little group and that's done. No, we're supposed to pray for the body of Christ around the world, and all the ministers that been called by God. We're supposed to have them in prayer, because they go through a lot of difficult time and hard time too. Because I know there is some pastor up there preaching the word and they don't have nothing to eat, they don't have nowhere to stay, they don't have nothing. So we, like a believer, the one who really love the Lord and the one we have kingdom minded, we supposed to pray for our brother around the world that preaching the gospel. Some of them getting killed right now. Meantime, I'm talking. So we're supposed to maintain them in prayer, because prayer is everything. Because God said, my people humble themselves. And that's what He said. Right? And we turn from our wicked way. You know, He will hear us and heal the nation. So we this year, we all of us have to come in unity and praying. Stop praying for your family and just what you want, or what the way you want to thing in life. No, forget about that, because that's you being selfish. We're supposed to pray for the world. You're supposed to pray for the nation around the world, everybody out there that going through struggle and difficult time. And I think that we're supposed to have a love of God to pray for one another and bless one another. If you have it and you see somebody out there homeless or somebody have need, bless them. Don't just I'm not going to give them my money. I'm not going to give them my money. Why? God give it to you, it's not yours. Because the minute you open your mouth and accept Jesus Christ like your Savior, guess what? Everything belongs to Him. It's not belongs to you. Because you say, Lord, I love you, I love you. Say, if you love you, give your money. That is part of the money. So
you're no longer your own.
That's right.
You belong to Jesus.
Don't just get it and save it and have it by yourself, and then you think that, I don't care if that person eat or that person is suffering, or I don't care if they throw them on the street. Some people see people losing them homes. Some people see that then kicking out them and they just pass and laugh after them. But today for me, tomorrow for you, because everything go upside down, up, down, up, down. You know, so everything you have to weigh when you're buying. You see, when you buy the apples at £1, if it pass £1, you pay more. So everything them have to weigh. So everything is up and down. Because in this world, all of us have to go upside down, back and forth. Nobody going to pass this thing in this world. Everybody have to go up and come down. I don't care if you're rich, you're going to go through. I don't care if you're poor, you're going to go through. Because everybody in this world, even the baby boys, then, did you see this baby girl have her heart coming out like that out here? Just one boy. She's just a little baby. She don't know nothing, but her parents is the one who feeding all of those things. So we're supposed to care about one another and pray for one another and help one another and help your neighbor, because that's what it says. The Bible is saying, love your enemies. It don't say hate your enemy. Love your enemies. Love your neighbor. If you love yourself, you're going to love your neighbor. If you don't love yourself, you're not going to love your neighbor. That is the fact, right? Because you can't say you love God and you don't love your neighbor. You can't say you love God and you don't help somebody out there, because you just really fooling your own self. That's what God is calling all of us, you know, to come on. This is the year 2018 is to go out there and love everyone out there. Love everyone like Jesus loved. Help one another. If you see somebody car break down, help them. If you see somebody run out of gas, help them. If you see somebody in the supermarket or the Publix, wherever you go, Walmart, just help them. Because some people don't have it right now. We're living in a critical time, difficult time right now, and you have it. Don't put it away and think it's just you, because the time come, when hard time come, and you restore everything in your house, guess what? They're going to break in your house and steal everything. But if you start sowing seed, guess what? God will protect you. God will guide you. Do you understand? Because this is what the time of famine, Heidi, and when the time of famine here, God said he will protect us. He will protect His people. But what you think? God going to come down and throw the food on the from the sky? No, God going to send His people to bless one another, lift up one another. Don't ignore that person, because you're ignoring the one what's serving God. And remember now, great is He that is in me, that is in the world. He's inside me. So don't ignore the person who's struggling out there, and don't laugh after them. Because you laugh after a person who's struggling and going through difficult time, sweetheart, you're laughing after your own self, because you're sowing seed to reap. Sooner or later, He said, we're not going to leave this world without pay. You understand? We have to pay whatever we sow. So you don't want to pay that. You understand? You don't want to pay that, because today you think that everything is perfect with your little family. and then you laugh after another person because their family going through difficult time, hard time, guess what? That is your picture right there. God is just showing you that person is struggling. Maybe you're not struggling, but He's showing you in time. Get ready. You're going to be like that person very soon because you're laughing after that person. And it's not good to laugh after no one, because in this world, all of us have to go up and come down. Nobody, because King Solomon was the richest king in the earth. Guess what? He come down.
That's it.
Do you understand? So nobody going to escape. Everybody have to go through a process right now, because we're not here forever. Because our ancestors went through all of those things and they're not here. Our parents came and they gone. So I think it's time to reach out and help someone. And if anybody want to go, call me 561-541-0762, or you want to go to my P.O. Box. If you want to write me or send me a note, or you want to send me a donation, is P.O. Box 22127, West Palm Beach, Florida 33416. I'm getting ready to go to Africa, and I'm trying to collect cough medicine. I'm trying to collect Bibles, and I'm trying to collect underwears and for girls and boys, and I'm trying to collect shoes and clothes and sheets or anything you want to give me, because the people what live in the village and don't have nothing, they sleep on the floor. They're not the floor, they sleep on the ground. You know, so and then I have to try to take some one of those, what you call those, what you put on the bed, the mosquito thing.
Net,
net. I need to take the mosquito net, and I need to take you know, that kind of where you put hot, cold water, put it in the sun to make it get hot, because it's exactly, because it sometimes you get cold over there. You can't take a bath. So all of that stuff we have to protect ourselves. So if anybody want to donate and
help out, or
help out,
or being part of the mission team.
Part of the mission team, and everybody want to join. Anybody want to come to Africa, you know, you could call me 561-541-0762, because I'm a person, I want to push people to find their destiny and go help somebody else. I could just show you the way and you take off. That's all. You understand? Because I'm not here like everybody out there. This is my ministry. I don't need nobody taking away my ministry because they think that ministry. No, God, this is God's ministry. Believe me, no ministry belongs to nobody. God will just give you the vision, and He will give you the provision. But we need to prepare people to reach out to their destiny, because sooner or later, Dr. Heidi, I'm gone in a minute, in a second. But what do I leave in this legacy? You understand? So it's time for us to prepare people and go, come on, you want to be part of Africa? I train you to go to Africa, and then you connect with pastors in Africa. I will show you the pastor, because I connect with a lot of pastors. I work with pastors in Africa, so I know those is pastor really seeking for God. So I will show you the way, and then after that you could go with your team, and then you start go helping somebody else, because that is life about, to reach out to helping someone else.
Yes, that's love.
That is love. Because God never created us in this world at the cross and choose us just to sit down. He chooses us to, hey, Yolanda, go and prepare that person to go forward. Go to another nation. Prepare that person to find their destiny. And believe me, you see me here sitting down, I have a lot of people I've been trained to reach out for them destiny. And guess what? Even I train a girl from the beginning. She see my lifestyle. Guess what? She's in Santo Domingo doing her outreach, and she have a TV show, and she working with all the orphans then. So you see, God prepared me to teach people to go forward, because it's not about me, it's not about you, it's not about no one. It's about training people to go forward, and then God gonna reward me. You understand? Because my reward is up there. My reward is not on the earth. You understand? Because but we want to be so selfish. We don't want to tell the person what to do or what they need to do. No, that is not me. Believe me, I have a lot of ministers that I help them how to get them registered in the ministry and everything. And I have kids that are sent to college. And I this is what I do. I helping people because I know my life is not going to be here forever. Because God never created me forever. He just created me for such a time like this. So when my visa expire, I'm gone.
That's it. Thank you.
When it expire, I'm gone. I'm dead. So it's done. No, somebody has to come behind me to take control of walking to the destiny in whatever God prepared them to go. And that is it about. Love one another, help one another. You know, it's easy. We make it so difficult. I am here. I like to walk by myself. you know, because I like to meditate. I don't like to hang around anyone just to hang around people. I like to hang around people with kingdom-minded people who are going to see this list. I tell them I need this and this and that. Oh, just don't worry about it. I get it for you. You know, those is kind of people, not those people going to criticize me and put me down and say, oh my, she crazy, my gosh, she going to carry all of this for these African people, because that's what people say. Why are you going to Africa? Why you can't stay over here? God choose everybody to go different places. Yes. But that is not my mind, that is your mind. So what I know, when God speak to me, and you have to wait for God to speak to you to tell you where you're supposed to go. God choose everybody because he know I'm a very aggressive person in the kingdom, so he choose me to go into the world because I don't have time to play. So I like to hang around kingdom-minded people, because the kingdom-minded people take the thing right away. If I tell them I need 3 candles, I have the 3 candles. Those are kingdom-minded people. But not the regular them. I don't have time to give them my money. I don't want to spend my money. Guess what? You're blocking your own self, because sincerely, God never told you to give it to me. That's why you're acting that way. Because when God tells you to give it to me, you have to give it to me. Because that's what God do. You understand? He move by, I move by the Spirit, and I wait on the Holy Spirit to lead me. So when I pray, I ask God, God, send the people then who's supposed to bless me. You know, the kingdom-minded people. I bless them before they come to bless me. And that's what God wants, to bless one another, each one another. You're not helping me. You're helping the poor nation out there that they don't have opportunity to have a plate of food. If you go over there, you will see, my dear, how the kids them eat and then sit. When I went over there, I tell all the pastor ladies to cook the food for the kids and everything. Believe me, all of those little kids come from the village. They came from the village with a little bowl. Do you see in TV that they come with a little bowl? They come with a little bowl. Yes, and I feel so sad that the little bowl what they have is an old bowl. It's an old bowl. And I say, oh my God, I could buy all of those bowls to make them have some new bowls. Wow. You know, you just sat over here. We could have bowl for $4 for $1, $2 for $1, whatever. And over there, everything they don't have it. Them adore the little old bowl, little bowl. Yeah. And we over here, we have all kind of dishes for Christmas, for Thanksgiving, for Valentine. We have everything: a cup for wine, a cup for milk, a cup for everything. And what about
a lot of choices? Wow.
Around the world, my God. And we're scared to give, just to give something. You could give a kids $20 for a month for a uniform and for the food and to pay the school fees. You could connect with Pastor Isaac. This is me giving you Pastor Isaac. He is right on my page. Isaac Sifuna. You could just go and just press Isaac Sifuna. Donate. I see the orphan kids. I see the kids them in school. I see the kids them have need and go to school barefooted. They have need. Anybody want to donate to him? Donate. Wow. I know him personal. You understand? So I know his heart. So you don't have to, if you don't want to give it to me, don't give it to me. You understand? But connect with Pastor Sifuna, because I already told Pastor Sifuna, maybe I'm getting older now. Maybe I have to go somewhere else that God sent me a couple days or stuff, because Africa is a long way to go, you know. So God have to choose somebody, have more strength, more younger, to go for it now, because sooner or later, you know, our time is here. That's why the older people have to train the new generation. And that is what happening right now. We are not training the new generation. We allowing the new generation sitting down in church and playing with them with their little phone. And they're not training them for greatness. They're just training them to just go to school, get a career. But what about getting a career? Believe me, if you get sick, guess what? You don't have a career. But what is your purpose? And that is what God is preparing all these people. Go. If you want to go to Africa, I invite you to come to Africa. Donate. You could send everything. You could send it. I set up my P.O. box for anybody want to send things. Everything is there. I just go pick it up. Send it right there. Anything. You want to send $1 million? Send it. You know? Yes. You want to send $50,000? Just write it out. Yes. Believe me, I have a lot of money to just spend to help the kids to go build up shelters, buy beds to make them sleep in a decent bed. You know, and help them to don't get that yellow that mosquito that big mosquito.
Malaria.
Yeah, what bite them because they get that yellow and what's called that fever. Wow. You know, it's not easy to. I'm drinking dirty water. My goodness. You know, every minute I have to drink 8 bottles of water a day, and then cannot drink 1 bottle of water. Wow. They have to go to the river to get some little dirty water, because the mud is make out of that color, brown mud. And then the mud have to pass into some water, and then they're drinking that dirty water. But what about us? We have Coke, we have Kool-Aids, we have all kind of Gatorade, we have all kind of things. But think about somebody around the world who don't have nothing. And I know I'm talking to a lot of people out there, missionary too. The missionary just want to work in here in the city because they have it good. They want to sleeping in an AC. They want to eating good, laughing and talking and being a missionary. But believe me, missionaries taking a boat to go to an part of the island, going to the top of the mountain, going looking, searching to help people out there. And that's the kind of people we are interested in. I'm not interested in people want to join me, just to feel good about themselves and do something. No, I need people with kingdom minded, that they're going to have the heart of God to reach out to God people, to help someone. So if you want to connect with me 561-541-0762, or you want to send me an email, please send it to me, Yolanda, Yolanda. I'm going to say punto. That's BLANDFORD, Blandford at gmail.com. You could send me. My P.O. Box is 22127, West Palm Beach 33416. West Palm Beach, Florida 33416. Anything you want to help, please. And if you're going to donate clothes, don't donate clothes with we're talking to the Bible study lady today. I was telling them how I was telling people on the radio that if they want to donate, don't donate dirty clothes, don't donate clothes with blood and tear up clothes, because I don't gonna take those things. You know why? Because for me it's embarrassing for take clothes like that to another nation, third world nation. It's not easy. I wouldn't give nobody stuff like that. Or some people want to get rid of them clothes and them dirty clothes and just take it and put it in a bag, and then I have to take it home, straining myself, picking up those 4 bags, and I have to dump it in the garbage, because I'm not going to take those kind of things. So if we're going to give something from your heart, something that you like, and you know that the kids ain't going to like it, you know. So from baby coming right up to 18 years old, anybody want to give clothes for young ladies and young boys, you know, because I have the young
large, small, medium. That's
right. And Moses, I say hello to Moses. He's one of the little young kids praying and interceding for me with all his little because he's the leader of all the young kids then. Yes. So please call me 561-541-0762. And I thank USA International Discovery that they allow me to be here to just tell everybody about my vision, about my dreams, about what God gave me to do. And I have a passion for kids. And next week coming up, I'm bringing a commissioner. She's running for a commissioner, so I invited her to come because she said she have a passion for kids. That's why I invited her to come on the platform, because I like to see what they're going to do for kids out there, because the kids them is suffering, the kids is crying out, and then they need someone to reach out to them.
We don't want anybody to use children
just for them, for their own convenience. But I know when I'm speaking from the heart about kids, I move by that, you know. That's so good. Anybody want to be on the show? You could call me 561-541-1878. Oh, we're going to give my number. So anybody want to be on the show? We got 561-660-7653. You're welcome. Call me, please. And I invite you to be on the show, to be one of our guests. If you have any testimony, if you have something to help women and help the kids them out there, you're welcome. Si cualquier persona que quiere venir le invito a cualquier persona que quiere estar aquí en el estudio, me puede llamar por favor el 561-660-7653. También puede llamar al teléfono 561-541-1878. Cualquier persona que tiene testimonio, que quiere ayudar a los niños, hablar sobre su niñez, hablar sobre los niños, que cualquier persona misionero que están allá afuera que quiere venir a hablar, llámame por favor, yo le invito que vengan al estudio. Y cualquier persona que quiere hablar sobre mujeres abusadas, le invito a que venga al estudio, y cualquier persona que quiere hablar de propósito, también le invito que venga al estudio. El estudio está abierto para ustedes. Yo misma le invito, yo mismo quiero estar con ustedes, hablando con ustedes y haciéndole preguntas. Cualquier persona que quiere conectarse con nosotros, por favor, llame 561-660-7653 o llame 561-541-1878. Estamos aquí para servirlo. Por favor, pueden venir, llámame si quiere estar en el panel con nosotros sentado. Yo te invito porque necesito gente que pueda ayudar a los niños, necesito gente que pueda ayudar a las mujeres que están siendo abusadas, y necesito gente que tiene propósito en visión para alcanzar al mundo para poder ayudar a los demás. Y eso es cualquier persona, llámame por favor. Tienen mi teléfono personal 561-541-0762. Si no contesto, por favor deje mensaje, porque a veces estoy en el estudio bíblico, estoy haciendo muchas cosas y a veces no tengo tiempo para levantarlo, pero me puede dejar un mensaje y yo lo garantizo que le regreso el mensaje inmediatamente. Bendecido todo, que el Señor le bendiga. Nos vemos mañana. Mañana es miércoles. Mañana estaremos hablando sobre propósito. Necesito gente que tenga propósito en esta vida, que quiere ver alcanzar y que quiere ver la manifestación de Dios en esta vida. Saludo a todos las personas que están en la página, en el web y en YouTube, en Google, todo lo que están viendo, los saludo en el nombre del Señor Jesús. Y bendecido a todos los pastores que me están escuchando. Necesitan los pastores que quieren venir, llámame por favor, aquí estoy para servir. Le invito para que vengan, pueden pasar 3 horas conmigo y podemos reírnos, podemos hablar de la palabra del Señor y podemos hablar sobre la niñez, sobre gente que se está muriendo de necesidad, de hambre, gente que no sabe qué hacer. Nosotros podemos hablar porque nosotros somos hijos de Dios y el Señor nos ha dado esa sabiduría, cómo ayudar a las personas, porque hay personas que no tienen entendimiento de lo que están pasando, creen que ese es su último día de vida, o se van a morir porque no tienen un trabajo, se van a morir porque no tienen comida, pero el Señor siempre nos da esperanza, porque dice que no hay que poner tu mente en la comida, en lo que te va a poner, simplemente poner la mente en Él, porque dice, si Él puede dar de comer a los pájaros, ¿cómo no nos puede dar de comer a nosotros? Y entonces hay que creer en fe. Tu fe te va a llevar a esa montaña, pero si no tenés fe y duda, no sirve eso. Tenés que tener fe, creer en Dios, y es el único que te va a ayudar. Yo lo bendigo en el nombre del Señor Jesucristo y espero mañana que estemos aquí para que nosotros podamos reírnos también, porque es bueno reírse. No es lo mismo llorando por lo mismo y haciendo lo mismo.
That's it.
I just said that's it.
Thank you. Have a good night. Adios.
Adiós todos.
Yo te quiero.
I thought you guys were going to start dancing.
I know. Something. Fiesta. Bye. Have a good night. Buenas noches. Buenas tardes. Bonne nuit. Bonsoir.
El amore.
Yes. El amor en el aire.
En el aire.
Yeah, Noah Evangelist will sing for you.
Yes. Enciende la luz. Se puede cantar sobre el amor.
Yeah.
El amor del Señor. Es lo único que queremos en la vida.
Nothing better than love. Some Luther Vandross.
Wow.
What in this world could we do?
Hey, because what do you call it coming up right now? Valentine's Day.
Yes.
We could give away a card for Valentine's. The first person call, we give him a card for Valentine's.